Mr. David Brier, what's going on, my man?
Hey, how are you, man?
I'm good. Okay, first let's get this battle of the deep voices going on.
The battle
Let me
of
get
the
my
deep voices. All right.
the real reason why I wanted you to come on is so that we could both be on this platform and battle it out and see what the audience thinks. Who
Oh, I
has
love it.
the
I love it.
best radio
A
voice?
vocal arm wrestle. I love it. A vocal arm wrestle, man.
Well, hey, my man, welcome to Drinking Buddies. This is, and for those of you that have not watched this before, and some of you guys have missed it, and I know because you've been telling me, and I'm sorry, I've been busy. Life happens. Got
There you
shit
go.
going on. Haven't been able to do Drinking Buddies, but it's an opportunity for me to sit down with one of my buddies, somebody that I dig, someone that is just really cool, have a virtual drink, and we just talk about whatever the hell I feel like or they feel like talking about. We've talked about sports, we've talked about lots of stuff. What is David and I going to talk about today? I have no damn idea, but there's
Well,
one
what?
thing I'm certain
What?
of. I will
Go
be
ahead.
enjoying a spirit while we talk about it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so, you know what? Now you're going for the bourbon thing, as I told you. So I don't drink bourbon. I don't drink the hard stuff. I'm a little lighter.
Yeah.
So I'm going for some. I've got some wine right here. It's chilled. Thing is chilled, and I even brought this. I brought this glass just for you because it's the perfect thing. I brought this little sucker. I'm using this to
That's
actually
not
drink the
little.
wine in. So it's like so basically you're going to go real classy. You're going to do the little thing. You're going to smell it. Do all this stuff. I'm saying this is going to be what I'm going to be enjoying while we're going to be talking. Okay.
Whoa, my guy. Okay, so I haven't even decided what I'm going to drink yet. Jonathan, what's going on, my friend? Thanks for checking in on LinkedIn. All right. So let's see. Let's go back to the cabinet, shall we?
You got the cabinet. You got the cabinet, man.
Okay, I'm going to go with something a little less common today.
Okay.
I'm going to go with some mezcal.
Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice.
And I don't drink mezcal very often. I don't drink tequila often. But what the hell? I got David Brier on here, so we're gonna break it up. Oh, let me go ahead and show this off too. Look at that. See this beautiful thing here? Make sure we get it. So this is
Nice ceramic work, man. Nice ceramic work. I mean, I just want to make sure for those since you're doing the whole show up thing. I want to make sure people are appreciating that this is a ball. This is a ball jar, okay? This is a ball jar, and I got wine, and it's called the wide mouth version. That seemed to be applicable for some reason. That seemed to be the theme that would work for this because the only thing that could be better is if it was like ball deep voice, right?
So check this out. I have to shout out my pottery artist. She may be watching. It's that little CD. That's
Nice.
Kathleen Denise, and she designs all of our Glencairn glasses for our whiskey tasting. So all my private whiskey tasting events, our attendees get these beautiful glasses that are made by hand from her.
Beautiful, beautiful. So you're taking me back, just seeing you pour that. We used to, when I was in my teens, we used to we had a big wok, right? That we would actually have in a buddy of mine's front lawn, and we would actually make buffalo wings the way they actually made buffalo wings before they used all these sauces that they use today. It's like we made it with the real stuff and made buffalo wings and had tequila and buffalo wings, and we loved it.
What is the real way to make buffalo wings? I didn't know there was any other way than just some nasty hot ass buffalo sauce and what?
It basically what I'm trying to think of what was the fat or I forget what the hell was it? I remember there was this hot sauce and it was like as opposed to it all prefixed. I think we use I think Tabasco was the spice of choice, but then we might have moved over to I think am I remembering? Is there a Frank's hot sauce from Louisiana? I think that there's a
You need to get your hot sauce right, man. No,
there's a hot
those
sauce.
are fighting words. Those are fighting. You gotta understand. Listen, hot Louisiana Crystal is the Louisiana
Crystal.
hot sauce.
I love Crystal. Crystal is great. Crystal is gold.
You got to get with your Crystal.
No, I love Crystal. I'll drink the Crystal. I'll drink the Crystal right now.
Cheers. Oh, by the way, we didn't do that. Let's clink it up.
Cheers. Clang. Man, where's the special effects dude when you need him? What the hell's going on here?
So in honor of my mezcal, I got to give some. I'm a hot sauce guy too, so I got to shout out the hot sauces. I love some Cholula. I love some Tapatio.
Cholula's great.
Some Sriracha. It's all about the flavor. That is why I'm not a fan of buffalo wings, because it's just hot. Tabasco
is frankly the worst because it's nothing but heat. It's got no flavor. Cholula, great. Crystal, great.
Let's give some shout outs real quick. Skylar, what's happening? Skylar checking in from Utah, my old stomping grounds.
I gotta say, the people that you have amazingly awesome names. I mean, they're just badass. But the thing is, you know what we need to do? I mean, look, with you and me, we have voices, right? We need to, when each person comes on, we need to like just do a quick little battle. I'll go like, Skylar Bisinger. Over to you.
And now, starting at since StreamYard has evolved their platform a little bit, shout out to StreamYard. By the way, I got an email from StreamYard like a few days ago. And it was an announcement of like some new stuff that they're doing. And it was like, hi, I'm Ben, one of the founders of StreamYard. This dude's like 18 years old. I'm like, what the hell? What am I doing with my life? Like, this dude is like 18 years old.
It's sick.
He's not literally, he's probably like, just so you guys know, anyone that's 35 or less looks 18 to me. That's just the way that it is. I can't tell ages anymore. It's like 18 to 35, 36 to 48, 49 to 60. That's kind of where I'm at.
I know, but the thing is I mean, didn't I just see like in the news? I think I just saw like Zuckerberg's value, and he's just 36, right? He seems to have been in the news since I don't know, the Great Depression. It's like he's been around forever.
So you're slacking. that's what it tells me. Like that's how I feel when I see Zuckerberg or any of those guys. I'm like, damn. Hey guys,
we got another great name. Another name, dude. You got to do this one first, and I'll follow. Simone.
Oh, hey Simone. First of all,
do her name. Come on, give me the voice.
Simone. I'm not going to do this. Like, if I have to say Simone, when you say a name like Simone, it has to be that voice. I'm not going to do that voice.
All right. Hey, Simone. Simone, on behalf of Ronnell, I apologize. I'm just going to show you the respect and love you deserve. And welcome, Simone Vegan.
Wow. Okay.
Cheers.
I can't do better than that. Hey guys, I got David Brier on with me today, fellow sales enthusiast. That way, we love sales. We love talking sales. We both. I think if there's reincarnation, we're going to be reincarnated as talk show DJs or hosts.
We're going to be twin late night show hosts when late night show hosts are cool again.
You're not cool. You know what? I don't watch late night shows. Well, hold on. I do watch one. I want to know, guys out there, who do you family, let me know. What do you do at night? Who do you listen to? Like, because I watch one and I'm not really that frequent with it. But this dude, Trevor Noah, I like Trevor Noah and The Daily Show. Trevor Noah's funny as hell. I don't know about the whole thing from the house. I don't know if you've been seeing this or seeing it lately, but he hasn't got a haircut in like 3-4 months. Dude, you're rich. I'm not Trevor Noah. I got Trevor Noah money and my barber comes to my house. Look at this. I'm just saying.
There you go.
So do you not do any late night stuff?
I have not watched late night. You know, I mean, put it this way. I am personally, I've kind of had it to here with everything. Oh, hold on. welcome Kathleen Bailey.
Kathleen, that's my artist, man. You need to order some stuff from her. She's amazing.
Kathleen Bailey. Kathleen, see, Kathleen, just if you're just jumping in, given that Ronnell has a great deep voice and I have a great deep voice, I threw it on the table. I threw down the gauntlet and I said, we have to welcome each person, giving them our deep voice welcome. Now, I've been jumping in on this. Ronnell's been kind of sitting back on.
Well, so here's the thing, because I don't know who's watching on Facebook and YouTube and everything. I'm really only monitoring one of the things, so I don't know. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, but here's Al Peterson, and he's saying butter. I know he's talking about the voice. So the thing is all I can say is this. What's going on? Al Butter. Al. Wait, hold on. I was gonna say Al Butter. You're not Al Butter. Okay. What's going on? Al Peterson. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna leave all that to you. You seem to be doing really well with that. You didn't tell me who you. So there's no late night. Are you guys out there? Anyone else listening to late night stuff? I see Simone says Trevor. She digs Trevor too. Hey, by the way, guys, you do have you've got 100 years of sales mind experience right here too. You guys want to ask some questions about sales shit, or you want to ask some stuff about whatever? This is the People's Show, guys. I know it's the People's Show, and I know I've been gone for a minute from this show, and I apologize, but life takes over. But we're back. Let's have some fun. If you guys have something in your glass right now, let us know what's in your glass. David is drinking. David, you didn't show us what the wine is though. What is it?
Bam. Moscato d'Asti.
Moscato. Okay, that's what's up. Moscato. So more shout outs. Yeah, shout out to my man Jamesy, my man Al. We got to catch up. So when I was saying butter, he's my friend. He's talking about me.
All right. So here's the thing. So all right, just because I'm the gracious one here, obviously. So see, here's what we're doing. All right. On behalf of this show, Jamesy Collins.
Jamesy.
See, I get it right now. All right, here we go.
I got you.
He's got my back. All right, so here we go. On behalf of what are we talking about? We're talking about drinking buddies. Jamesy Collins. This one's for you.
Doesn't he have a dope name though?
Jamesy Collins. I love Jamesy Collins. It reminds me of now. If you're related to Bootsy, then I want to know if you're related to Bootsy. I want to hear some Parliament funk. I want to hear some real action.
I don't know, James. You got a relation to Bootsy. I don't know. He's never said anything like that to me, but he has a dope name. I like that name. It's
awesome.
Yeah, it feels like something should be named after you, Jamesy. We got to work on this. We can find something to name after you. So.
No TV here. We listen to audiobooks in the party. So, okay, no. Cheers. Da, 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 da. So I'm curious. Now, here's the deal. I'm going to throw this on the table because you brought it up.
Yeah.
So you've got two sales entrepreneurs. They love sales. They love relationships. They know the power of story.
Yep.
They know about engagement. They know about connecting the dots, and they know what it means to freaking. You either survive on your own hustle or you don't. It's like there's no in between. If you want to tap into that, because it's awesome. And this, by the way, is the result of I had done a video probably going back 2.5 months where I was reaching out. I was kind of like buddy of ours, fellow buddy, Joshua Deshay, and he said, "Hey, do you know Ronnell?" I said, "I don't know Ronnell." And so I reached out and I was so, it's like Ronnell just decimated the landscape with what he said. It was so.
What'd I say?
You were just walking. You were walking on a path. There were runners who were going by you, and so you were just kind of doing this as in real time. And you were like, you don't need to be changing what you're doing. Do what you're doing. Yeah. But it was just a factor of authenticity and you don't have to do some fancy tricks and do a hustle and a shuffle and all that kind of crap. Yeah. And you were just real. And it's so connected with me. And then you saw my segment because I let everybody, we had 10 different salespeople from around the world.
Yeah.
And they just all put their thing on sales. And, you know, I left mine to the last. And then you chimed in. And anyway, we felt we were really kindred. And that's how we hooked up. That's really how we connected.
No, appreciate that project too. That was so cool, man. And it's rare that that so many salespeople can be. And if you guys didn't get a chance to check that out, man, Dave, you should repost that. That was so dope. But you know,
I actually should, because I think that was when I posted it. I was probably 15. I probably have 15,000 more followers now than I did then. So I should probably do that.
Yeah, you know, you should for obviously for that. That's a good reason. But it was really on point. Like all of the people that were on that, I don't know them all, and I don't know all of their backgrounds and histories and what they've done. But I got to tell you, everybody came with fire for that particular piece of content, and I felt like they all brought value, which is something that. Yeah, I'm super critical.
Me too.
When it comes to like, because this is my crap. This is what I do. Yeah. This is what I do. It's who I am. So I'm super critical, and I can sense bullshit a mile. I can sense that superficial stuff a mile away. You know, the folks that haven't really been through it. You know how I know, guys? I'm gonna tell you something. You know how I know you don't know this damn sales game? Is when I ask you this one question. I ask you what's your favorite sales movie, and you tell me some shit like Wolf of Wall Street or Boiler Room. Then you're exposed. Because you want to know my favorite movie, David? My favorite movie is Glengarry Glen Ross. Do you want to know why? Because that shit is real. Yeah. That is it's grimy. It's scary.
It was more raw than a freaking sushi buffet, dude.
I'm telling you. So my favorite moment in that movie is when Harold the Machine Levine, played by why is his name escaping me? Jack Lemmon, is in the rain in the phone booth, making the phone call, trying to get these people to agree to a meeting with him so he can come out there. And oh my God, it was just so real. It's like, that's what real sales is. Like, this guy used to be at the top. He was the guy. And then the minute he got a sale, you guys haven't seen Glengarry Glen Ross, do something about it. But the minute he gets this sale, his whole demeanor changes. He's puffed up. He's talking shit. And then he finds out the sell is bullshit. And it just, wow. One of my favorite movies. So Glengarry Glen Ross, favorite sales movie for me. You have any outside of that, David? What's your favorite sales movie?
It's not directly in sales, but it's definitely related to the sales hustle. And that's Jerry Maguire. Just because Jerry cuts his cord, he cuts the safety net, man. He's like, oh shit, you know, and he's got to close. He's got to close. Show me the money. Show me the money.
Yeah.
The dude.
Cuba.
Yeah,
what?
Cuba.
Yeah,
Cuba. So Cuba makes him work his ass off because he's dealing with Cuba's ego, you know, in his character, and he's got to pivot and adapt and do all this shit to make it work.
Yeah.
And that hunger, I thought, was beautifully portrayed, because that's real. That's real. That's real.
You got to grind your ass off. There's a couple of questions we got to get here.
I love Skylar's question.
So do I. So I want you to answer that question. I'm going to answer that question too. So Skylar's saying, and then Simone, oh man, yes, I love her. I must mention something about that. But first, Skylar's question: what's the best way to brand your company, be different from all the other companies in the same industry? David, go.
All right, cool. And by the way, Al Peterson put The Pursuit of Happiness. I love Will Smith's hustle in that movie too. That's raw. That's
that
raw
movie,
stuff.
that scene with him and his son in the bathroom, and my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, there's some moments. All right, Skylar. So here's the deal. All right, so Skylar, the best way to brand your company to be different from all the. All right, there's a few layers to this, so I'm going to give you the answer. You may need to replay this back because I'm going to be spitting fire right now. It works like this. You've got to take inventory, first of all, of the noise. All right. When you are pitching a brand, when you are establishing the voice of a brand, just like when you, and the same thing happens, it parallels in sales. If I do not have the intel to know, and I'm up against a few others, if I don't have the intel, how the hell am I intelligently pitching so as to differentiate my offering from everyone else? The same thing happens when you're actually, in terms of branding your company. You go, okay, what is the noise? Because here's the great little thing that no one knows. And I know it because I've been doing this shit for 40 years. And against all odds, it has never failed. Here's what happens. The majority of businesses and people in this world cannot have an original thought. All they know is, oh, let's do an iteration on, oh, so-and-so's doing that, so let's kind of do our version of that. And that, it's kind of like when Gary Vee was asked, hey, Gary, why do you give all your shit for free? Why do you give away all your shit for free? Isn't that like you like giving away the store? He goes, no, because of this. 99% of you will do nothing with what I'm actually telling you. So he knew the ecosystem. Same thing here. You need to know the ecosystem. You need to look around and you will find that 99% of what's out there are copycats of things that have come before. That's why the Steve Jobses of the world, the Elon Musks of the world, the Richard Bransons of the world, these people stand up because they dare to be different. They dare to think an original thought. And so when the best way to brand your company to be different from all the other companies in the same industry, look at what everyone's doing, find what's the common overlapping stuff. And you're going to be shocked, man. I'm telling, prediction, I'll put 50K on the table right now. This is what will happen. And if you're going to tell me it's not happening, I'll tell you, you didn't look close enough because I'll find it. It's always there. What happens is this, you will find they're all doing variations on, they're just twisting it a little bit, doing it a little bit, making it a little bit this color, making it, doing it, just changing language, changing this adverb, that little thing. And it's bullshit. It's empty, vacuous bullshit. So what you do is you find the common noise, the common overlapping noise, the common cliches, the common promises, common. And then you now go, good. We're here to solve that because that shit's a problem. Yeah. If you're introducing something new, you're going to actually be introducing something that's going to solve a problem for your audience. Then these guys are part of the problem because otherwise the problem wouldn't exist, would it? Yep. The problem wouldn't exist. You wouldn't be showing up with an offer. So you, in some way, boom.
That's 4 decades right there, son. 4 decades of experience, son. What? All right, Skylar, here's what I got for you, man. I will take myself, because here's the thing. The things that I say are my truths. You don't have to believe them, but they are my truths based upon my experience, not just some shit that I read in a book and I thought was cool. Skylar, I will ask you this. Look at me. You're on this platform. I don't know which platform Skylar is. Is he on LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever one you're on, Skylar? How many people are like me? It's like, how many are like me? You're not going to find any. Here's the reason why. It's because at the end of the day, you are the business. I am the business. Whatever it is that I sell, whatever, I am the business. So the way to differentiate yourself is start really embracing you. That is the beauty of living in 2020. Is that we can embrace our own unique voice, and there is an audience for it there. There are people to do business with all over the globe. We're in a global economy. I don't need to. When I started, and Dave, you can identify with this. When I started in corporate sales, one of the biggest things we had to be afraid of is stepping outside of the box and offending anyone, things like that. So you dress a certain way, you walk a certain way. You're always cognizant of that. Because you're playing in a small box, whatever you want to call it, your local geographic area. That's it. And so because of that, I don't have a lot of ups. I don't have a lot of opportunities. So like I have to be very homogenous so that I can appeal to the highest potential people that I can appeal to in my little area. Now, dude, I'm doing business all over the damn globe. I'm doing all business all over the country. So if you're not doing business all across the country, I don't care what it is that you do, There should be, most of us that are on this platform have the capability and ability to do business with people all over the place. So if you have the capability and ability to do business with all over the place, you need to embrace you, right? And start putting you out there. Because here's the magic that happens when you put you out there. You find you. You find the people that dig what the hell that you do. They dig your voice. They dig whatever it is about you. Right now, there's somebody watching this is like, man, right now, that's my guy. Yeah, that's the guy I want to do business with. Why, David? Because that guy I'm going to be doing business with for a very long time. So, Skylar, I would say that you separate yourself and separate your business by really embracing who you are as an individual. Start putting that out there. I love this guy, and I think this is his LinkedIn profile. Skylar's got the hat to the back and everything. I love that shit. I love it, Skylar, because that's you. That's your personality. You know what? The dude that's in Rhode Island, it's like Skylar of Rhode Island. He's like, yo, I wear my hat to the back too. You know what I'm saying? So what I would say now, if you were my client, we would deep dive into this and we would break this shit down. But overall philosophy, I'm just telling you, embrace your uniqueness, because there is no one on the world that's just like you. But by putting your personality and putting who you are, because your company is just you, your business is just you, it's a reflection of whoever you are. You're going to attract people that identify with that, people that dig you and dig what you're bringing to the table. And those are the people that are that you build success on. You don't build success. You see what I do on this, whether it's on this platform and beyond, I'm not building success off of fans. There are plenty of people that got lots of fans out. Fans come and go, right? I'm building success off of advocates, people that we have high alignment with. And they're like, yo, I really dig this guy. Let's roll. Let's go. I know that we can go places together. So if you want to build advocates, start being yourself, put more of yourself out there in your company, do that. And you'll start building these advocates, which you'll start doing business, and long-term, you'll be successful. In the interim, short-term, you got to invest. I mean, that's what business is about. You got to invest in relationships and things like that. And part of that's putting yourself out there, representing your company. And then you start to build that, and you'll see it start churning. There's a lot of, David, you can identify with this. There's a lot of things that I do right now that I don't. I'm doing some things right now. I'm not doing any direct outreach, and I am the direct outreach guy. But I'm not, just because we've built this great momentum with these couple of initiatives, and my phone is ringing. And that's happening because of this, the way that I'm portraying myself, putting myself out there, investing in people, taking a quality over quantity approach, and then that starts to churn. Now it takes some time, Skylar. It does overnight. It
does take time. But I want to compliment one thing that you just said, which may be missed.
Thank you, David. Not you, David. The other David. David Fletcher.
The other David. Okay. David Fletcher. Oh, by the way, welcome, David Fletcher.
There you go.
All right. So the thing is for David and Ronnell, the thing that you didn't punch up just because it's how you're wired is this. You have an abundance. You have an abundance mentality. You recognize that the world is your playground. You recognize that there's no shortage of those you can serve. You recognize that it's like that your pot is going to be as full as you put in hustle. But that comes from that doesn't come from a scarcity. I mean, someone could take what you just said or what I just said, and if they have like, oh, there's not enough prospects, there's not enough this, there's not enough that, which is a scarcity mentality, they will undermine what you just said or what I've just said. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to validate that, because it's always interwoven with everything you say, and that's what I love. I mean, it's just so there, and it's just, to me, it's hiding in plain sight. It's so much a part of you. I don't hear you mention it too much, but it's in everything. If you're listening, it's in everything you say. It's very interesting.
Yeah, and that's you mentioned something about Gary Vee and giving away stuff and everything. I was talking to, who was I talking to? I don't know, it's been a long ass day. Talking to someone earlier today and talking about content and the stuff that we give away, or that I give away, which I do every day, and I do that because I can. I can. If you have depth to what it is that you do and you're not full of shit, you can give away the superficial stuff all day. And that's why you see people out there really concerned, especially with this whole pandemic, and people want to do more virtual stuff and do their training sessions and everything, more concerned about monetizing that stuff because that's all they got. And I get it. Listen, if all you got is this basic shit, then monetize the hell out of it. But guys like you, guys like myself, we have depth. I've got, I'm going to start just saying, I'm starting to just say 20 years because I know that once I keep going more, it dates me and I don't want to do that anymore. So it's just like, yeah, I got 20 years. But I mean, this October, I will be celebrating, my 25th year as a professional salesperson.
Wow, you're really old, dude.
Yeah, dude, here's the reality though, David. I really started sales when I was like 7 years old, 7 years old.
Dude, when you grow up in New York, you start when you're freaking 3.
I bet. Oh my God. The art of negotiation, right?
It's called the art of survival.
But I started knocking doors for religion. I started knocking doors for church when I was 7 years old. That's sales. My mother doesn't like to hear that. I tell her to say, listen, thank you, because that was sales training. Because there's nothing harder to sell.
Absolutely. No, I love it. I love it. No, Skylar, did that answer your question? We didn't see. Skylar, come on, dude.
Give us some feedback, my friend.
Yeah, don't tell me you're like busy adjusting your baseball cap. I mean, it's gonna piss me off.
I cannot. I'm trying this thing. Okay, we've got some glitches with the platform, so I'm not able to see like people that are saying stuff on other platforms. Sorry, guys, but I hope you're enjoying it. If you're not, I am.
Drink something stronger.
Yeah, like listen, this is all about just drinking buddies is just an extension of what we do with the Business and Bourbon platform, and it's everything we do in Business and Bourbon is really about elevating the voices of people that have wisdom that comes through experience, like in entrepreneurship and business and sales. So that's what it's about. Sean, what's happening?
I got to welcome Sean. Hold on a second.
Do it.
All right. What do we got? So welcome, Sean Lashley. Oh yeah.
That was pretty good. Except I think I want you. It's a lot of us are like missing our sports of it, and we don't know what's going to happen with football and all that. So I think you need to switch it up, man, and do more of like a sports intro. That would be dope. Like
a sport, like, well, give me an example, man. Come on.
Just like, and now entering business and entering drinking buddies, Sean Lashley.
You think I'm going to compete with that? No way, dude. You got the gig. I
think Sean's down for that. Skylar says that was good. Skylar.
You got it from Skylar.
Skylar, if you got some more questions you want to take offline, man, hit either one of us up on the platform. If you got a question you want to deep dive in, go ahead. Make sure you're connected to David if you aren't already, man, and ask that question or ask me the question or whatever other questions. Because I want you to win, homie. I want you to win. And this is what we do. So I've built a lot of brands. I know how to do this.
You need to have a T-shirt made with that, man. I want you to win, homie.
Well, I like that. I'm pretty. I'm the type of guy to do that, because I'm one of those. I just think something. Okay, let's do it. These shirts, for example, guys, look at this.
Your favorite thought leader's favorite thought leader. I love that. I made humility is so overplayed, man. Overplayed.
So we had these shirts made because KD out in Cali, he's also a sales guy. Kevin Dorsey, good guy, and he did a post something about that. I'm like, oh, that'd be fun. Let's do that for fun. So it's really like most things I do are tongue in cheek, and unfortunately, most people don't get it. But I don't care if they don't get it, as long as I laugh. That's all that matters.
Right.
Because the reality is, I think like calling yourself a thought leader is, yeah, I wouldn't call myself a thought leader. You can call me. David can say, you can say, man, Ronnell, you're a thought leader. Okay, well, thank you. It's a compliment, right? It's like a guru. Like you can't call yourself a guru, but someone calls you a guru. You say, oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
And you cannot call yourself a visionary. Whatever you do, do not call yourself a freaking visionary.
But I am a visionary. What if you are a visionary?
keep it to yourself and let others realize and say it for you. That's my philosophy.
Yo, Tony says NBA playoffs are starting soon. Tony, I'm excited.
Tony, who you rooting for? Welcome, Tony Ramos. And actually,
man, we got to go. You got to go a little bit more. Put a little more accent in there. Tony Ramos.
Oh, okay. All right. Hold on. I'm going to add a little sizzle here. We're going to go. Hey, Tony Ramos.
I like mine better, man. See, as a kid that grew up in Utah, I had a lot of friends, a lot of Mexican friends, man, and so I just
like your Tony Ramos better?
Roll it a little bit. Tony, you tell me who you like better. Tony Ramos.
Wait a second. Hey, my name is Tony Ramos.
Well, that's not bad.
Anyway, Tony, you pick.
And Tony, who
you know which one's better, Tony.
Who's your spot in the playoffs, man? I am a Laker guy all day, every day. LeBron, yes. I don't even call him LeBron anymore. We call him Goat James in my house.
Go James. By the way, I love what Simone has said. She says, David and Ronnell, that is solid advice. You talked about a deeper. It looks like you're missing a word. You talked about a deeper something. Do you ever feel like you have to give too much content away? I don't know what you mean by too much content, but I have a response on that. I challenge you, and it will blow your mind. I had to learn this myself because I remember early on in the curve of social media, I was like keeping this stuff to myself. I was like, I got all these goods. That's how I make my money, right? Is by, and so someone was like, give away. Someone said, I forget who it was, someone online, give away your best stuff. And I'm like, what? And I started to inch toward that. And so I give away more. And I challenge you because it will blow your mind. Give away your best shit. You will be shocked by creating that vacuum. Like you've given it away. You're going to find all of a sudden you have a whole new volume of stuff that's going to come to you because it's like you've made room, you've given space for something else to now occupy the room. Up till then, you're like holding it like this precious little thing, and you will be shocked. I'll give you a case in point. I have over 300 kick-ass, badass, will eat the competition for freaking breakfast articles filled with visuals and content and examples and stuff, like real good stuff, not just stupid transparent little superficial shit, but real stuff on my site, right? I have over 300 people go there like, holy shit. I mean, just by the sheer content. And then when they start to dig, they see it. And so I will challenge you, give away the thing you think is your best. And you will be shocked. Either that afternoon, the next day, the next few days, all of a sudden you'll be like, whew, and you'll have like better stuff. All of a sudden that thing that was your best will now become maybe your third best, maybe your fifth best. You're going to create room to create better and better and better. Challenge you to that. And I do not believe that's going to let you down at all. That's my experience.
That's good. Keep talking because I got something for you, Simone.
Okay.
I got something I want to drop. I'm just trying to pull something up on my phone so I can give you some real numbers.
Totally. Well, I mean, so Simone, you talk about you give away. So about a deeper dive, do you ever feel like you have to give away too much content? Look, that's obviously a subjective thing. I will tell you this: if you're talking about from a sales standpoint, if you're busy talking to a prospect and you're actually in negotiations, and they keep on asking, keep on asking, keep on asking. At a certain point, you need to say, well, you would do this, you would do this, you would do this. Oh, the rest is when then you have to run the show. You then cut it off, and you say, well, that's a great question. You let them know it's a great question, and that's actually what we handle when you've engaged us, right? That's when you make the conversion from educating them, providing content, and then flipping it into an actual engagement where they are your client and you are actually hired because of your expertise. And any company worth their salt will respect that of you. They will not, if they give you crap about that, like, oh, it's just a simple question, like, bullshit. It's not. It's like, you may think it's a simple question, and the difference and the reason why you're going to pay me money is because you do think it's a simple question, and I know it's not. That's what I would tell them. So there you go.
Okay, this is taking too long, but you know what, Simone, what I wanted to do, because, man, Simone, first of all, I love your name because that is my daughter's middle name. I didn't say that. I didn't let you guys know that. My daughter, Alana Simone Richards.
That's a beautiful name, man.
Isn't it? Isn't it?
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And okay, so I wanted to pull up my stats on Shield, which, by the way, if you guys don't, if you're active and you're doing stuff on LinkedIn in particular, use Shield. They are a supporter of the platform, and so I highly recommend them. But I just wanted to tell you, Simone, just give you an idea of the sort of, you talk about giving away stuff, of what I give away on a monthly basis. So I wanted to kind of pull up my content, my LinkedIn content. And on LinkedIn, first of all, if you're not listening, watching me on LinkedIn, what are you doing with your life? Because I'm dropping gems. What are you doing? Like,
yeah, what are you doing? If you're not watching Ronnell and you're not watching me, get it together. Pull it together now.
You want to level up, that's what you need to do. However, I wanted to give you an exact number, because I know the exact numbers because of my buddies over at Shield. They helped me with that and analyzing everything. It's a lot. I would say rough guesstimate over the last couple of years, I don't know, 400 or 500 videos just on that platform. And then we have the YouTube and Instagram and all that stuff. And I'm constantly giving away this knowledge. I'm constantly sharing this knowledge. But here's the thing, Simone. I have no fear of sharing anything. In fact, I'm going to give away more. And this is, I was having a strategy session with a couple of my collaborators earlier this morning, in fact, where we're working on creating some more online teaching content for free. Here's why. Because at the end of the day, my value and what I do and what I bring to the table is more than just surface. Like, so what people pay me for is not ABC 1, 2, 3. They pay me for what my experience. They pay me for my judgment. Pay me for my guidance, right? Because I have scar tissue. I have scar tissue that's built up from 2 decades in business. And so
2.5 decades.
Ah, damn it, damn you, David. Damn. So putting all these things out, what it does for you, Simone, is it builds credibility for you and your brand. Because before people need to make that decision to say, hey, look, this is someone who I want to trust with the guidance of my company, of my livelihood, they got to know that you know what the hell you're talking about from a fundamental standpoint. So when we put this stuff out and we give away all this video content, whatever, where we're educating people, that's what it's about. It's largely about establishing credibility for the brand. The same way when we do, and I do this in lots of different ways. I have 2 podcasts. This, guys, guess what? This in itself also builds credibility for the brand. Why? Because you're getting more exposure to David and myself and seeing what our personalities are like. You're seeing what the sort of things that, we just kind of getting a higher level connection. All this stuff is good for your business. It's all good to connect with people. Because at the end of the day, that's who you do business with largely. It's people you connect with, right? Obviously, you got to bring value. But beyond that, this is the separator. Hey, I want to give a shout out to my guy, Ted. My guy, Ted. What's up, Ted? Ted? I think Ted's back home. He's down in the Bahamas, man. Or not the Bahamas, he's in Cayman.
So what type of voice do I need to do to greet Ted to the program?
You have to don't know, because you're just gonna mess it up if you try to do some island voice, or so just your normal.
No, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna take that as a challenge. I'm gonna try the
No,
island voice.
no, because Ted is legit Caribbean. He's gonna be laughing his ass off at you.
That's okay. That's okay. If we can't do this for a laugh, man. All right. It's like, hey, so hey man, hey, Tedrick, Tedrick Green.
See.
Hey, my man.
No.
I want to welcome you to the show. Okay.
Oh, it's horrible. And then you went Jamaican. You went
what? Nah.
Okay, I'm gonna tap you out. I'm just gonna say, welcome, Ted Green.
All right. You know what, Ted?
If you don't know this guy, check Ted out. Make sure Ted Green Fragrances. He's doing big stuff down in Cayman. He has a fragrance line, the only homegrown fragrance line in Cayman. So you can order his stuff online. Google him. Go to his website. I've got some of his products upstairs. My daughter loves it. By the way, Ted, because we haven't synced up yet, my daughter loves. Oh, which candle is it? I'll tell you when we sync up. But the fragrance, every person that I've shared your fragrance with loves it. All been women, but they all love it. It's very light. It's very floral, guys. Make sure you go to Google Ted Green. Go to his website.
Hey, Tedrick, message me on LinkedIn. Let's hook up. Only because I have done so much, and I'm always fascinated in the space of natural products, health, beauty, fragrance.
Yes,
I've taken no bullshit. All bullshit aside. Do you know Joanna Vargas out of New York?
I know a Joanna Vargas.
What does that mean?
I don't know, man. There's
all right, Joanna. I took Joanna Vargas, the Joanna Vargas brand. You have to understand, Joanna Vargas deals with the VIPs, the aristocracy of the entertainment world, of business world, etc. Very high profile clientele. Just truly caters to the ultimate. Is a real professional, and they've been exploding, and they've basically built an empire, and it's super exciting to see. And I love taking companies like that. Anyway, I want to know more about your business, Tedrick. So definitely reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'd love to learn more. And then you can also correct me and let me know if I was actually better than Ronnell said, or if I was as bad as Ronnell said in terms of my actual accent.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's bad.
That's cold,
I'm
man.
pretty sure
that is so cold. That is cold.
Hey, any more? Y'all got some more questions out there? Let us know. If you want to know, some of my truths and some of David's lies, let us know.
Oh, I love it.
Or vice versa. Yeah,
I love the spin. I love the spin. Bring it on.
Hey, it's all fun, guys. So, hey, for those of you that have not watched this show, again, I appreciate you tuning in, whether you are watching it live or you're watching it on replay. Let me just explain to you what this bad boy is all about. It is just an opportunity for me to sit down with someone that's really dope, really cool, that I vibe with professionally and personally, and talk whatever. It can go many different ways as this conversation has gone. But for David and I, it's been the battle of the radio voices. And I got to tell you, so I think we're each winners in this, but in different roles. Like David, I think you're definitely got to be like you won the soul, like, love thing. You got that whole thing. Like, yeah, yep. I think I'm more the sports guy. I'll just do this.
You're the sports guy. You're the sports guy.
I'm cool with that.
You're the sports guy, and I am the sort of be still my heart.
There it is.
Shit, I'm in heaven. I'm at the gates of heaven right now.
There it is. Kathleen, you said you wear this shirt. It's funny though, right, Kathleen? Hold on. First of all, I want you to go ahead and let's draw a little bit of attention to the shirt that Kathleen does have on. Look at that shirt. Look closely.
Yup, I see it.
All right, because Kathleen is representing for the Business and Bourbon family.
That's the shirt
she's wearing right there.
Unbelievable.
Love
Unbelievable. I see. You know what I can't believe? I can't believe that you didn't actually send me a shirt to wear during this show. What's that about?
They're out, brother. I wish I could. That's how popping we are. We can't keep them in stock. No, real talk. We've been out for probably like a couple of months, and with COVID, it's been weird with my printer and like I don't know. So
you need to do the post COVID limited edition bunch.
What should that look like?
It would come with a free mask.
No, you know what? No doubt. We should have done mask. We haven't done mask. I was looking for someone to do really good mask.
You need a mask.
So Kathleen said those t-shirts are so comfy. Yes, they are. They are. That's now, Kathleen. Okay, this is marketing 101 or marketing according to Ronnell. There's a reason why those shirts are so comfy, Kathleen. All by design. I do not make any decisions in my business without thinking very intently on the outcomes that I want. And this is what Kathleen, you know this. Ted, you know this. These are things that I talk about with folks that I work with, either mentor or clients, whatever. We always got to be focused on outcomes. Whenever you create a piece of apparel, right, which I've done lots over the course of my career, whenever I create a piece of apparel, what is the outcome that we want? I want people to advertise for me. I want them to wear it. So why in the hell would you buy a cheap 100% cotton shirt that's not comfortable to wear and put your logos on it, put your stuff on it? Well, what's the point of that? You're just throwing money away. So I've always been an advocate of investing in higher end materials for apparel that we're going to use for marketing, because I want you to enjoy it. I want you to wear it like a piece of a piece of designer clothing. And so that's why we also focus on the way we design it, making sure that it's something that's appealing, that looks cool, not just as here's my logo, put it on. Nobody wears that shit. You know what we do with that? We wash our car.
But see, that's why when people come on and I say, welcome, Simone Fegan, or I say, what's going on, Kathleen Bailey? Because I am giving them a sonic hug. I'm giving their eardrums just a little warm and cuddly, just like your shirt does to their body. I'm doing to their audio experience. That's what's going on. That's what's going on.
Is that what you do when you walk in a sales meeting?
All the time, man.
Hey,
if you don't seduce them at the first hello, what are you doing? What are you doing?
All right, guys, as we're about to head up we're about 5 minutes left in the show. So let me know if you got any last minute questions you want answered by David. If you are watching this thing on replay, ask your questions, connect to us, man. Make sure you ask your questions to us and reach out to us. If you dig something I said, you dig something that David said, connect with us. We're all about connection. We're all about helping businesses out there, helping individual contributors in the sales world, sales leaders. This is what we do. So we're very happy to take this a step further. I just dropped a dime. Yes, I did, Al, because that's what I do. Al, I don't play business, my man. I am business.
I love it.
Y'all know this, and I love the love that we have from the folks out there. I've seen several people pop on that I know personally, and so I appreciate you popping on this. Guys, make sure that one thing I want to make sure y'all know is that on Monday, we've got a new Business and Bourbon episode coming out. It's fire. It is fire, like for real, legit fire. We record those things live in person at the King and Duke in Buckhead, Atlanta. That's the way I do it. And that's the way it's always going to be done. Just is what it is. This is super dope. It's great to be able to communicate and do this virtually, but our flagship podcast, the Business of Bourbon podcast has to be done with me looking in somebody's eyes across the table, looking in their soul and pulling it out. Anyway, I got Rennie Kern on for this next episode. Real dope story. A guy who's I don't usually put celebrities or athletes on the show because I don't care about none of that shit. I don't. They reach out to me all the time, like, oh, such, or their people reach out. That's more like it. Their people reach out, like, yeah, such and such play football and this and this and these. I don't care about none of that. I don't. I care about business for one, and I care about the journey. I care about your scars. I care what the hell has this guy been through. I don't care. I mean, that's cool. I know playing football is hard and all that, but like, I'm not a fanboy. I live in Atlanta. All my neighbors used to play football. It's not a big deal, but has a really good story like this dude, and has dealt with some serious trauma and something that we can all identify with right now in this pandemic era where people are like losing their gigs and stuff like that. And that he had to go through at 22 years old is just like, like it's one thing when you're 40 and it's like, okay, my company laid me off. I didn't see it coming. And what am I going to do? You're 22 and you spent your whole life doing one thing and that's your whole identity. Like, that's it. And then now you're like, okay, now what? Right. That's some sobering stuff, but it's something that we all have to deal with at some point in our careers and our lives. So I brought him on to talk about that and some other stuff, and it was a lot of fun. So that episode drops Monday morning. So make sure y'all tune in on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, your mama's house, your cousin's house. It's on everywhere. We're worldwide.
I love it.
Thank you, Simone. I appreciate you hanging in and letting us talk shit for an hour.
Absolutely. No, I love it. I what I love when I love fellow entrepreneurs, fellow disruptors, rebels who are willing. I love when they show up with the fire and the conviction to slay average, to slay mediocre, to slay predictable. I mean, none of that shit gets any results in any aspect. I don't care whether you're talking about a marriage, whether you're talking about a business relationship, you're talking about branding, you're talking about sales, you're talking about customer service. Predictable is a death sentence, right? It's like, wait a second. It's like if my store sign says 9 to 5 and I show up at 9 and I close at 5, is anybody going to celebrate that? No. Right? That's not something to celebrate, that I've delivered what was expected. It's always excelling and exceeding and going from ordinary to extraordinary and going from predictable to unpredictable and going from average to awesome. And I just love how you're dialed in on that. You're just a relentless laser beam of just like, it's awesome. I love that, man.
I appreciate that, my man.
Well done to you.
I appreciate that. Thank you, my friend. Thank you all you guys for hanging out with us. And again, letting us talk shit for an hour. That's what this is about. It's fun. If you guys want to be on the show, hit me up. I don't give a shit. Hit me up. Like, this is, as long as let's have some fun. Like, that's what this is about. Like,
absolutely.
Right. Hey, Al, you need to hit me up. You know what? I just got inspired. Al and Jamesy, I think we need to talk about technology, telecom, and the African-American experience in that. I'm inspired. All right. Y'all hit me up. Have you on the show. Have a drink. Kathleen, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for hanging out there with us. Cheers to everyone. We're up on an hour. I know David has got something more to do, I'm sure. But I appreciate you, David, for taking the time to hang out with me, my man.
No, absolutely, man. You're a shining light. You're an inspiration to many, and that's what counts. And you keep showing up. You got the battle scars. The real folks have battle scars, and we don't let the scars stop us. We just say, "Yep, been there, done that. Bring it on."
Make you tougher. Peace out, my friend.
Complete, man. Complete. So you be good, and we will stay in touch. And I'm gonna take you up. I agree with that. I'm gonna drop that. I'm gonna re-drop that that whole the sales thing with all 10 of us. And
Yeah,
I'll probably drop that on Monday morning. I think that's a perfect thing, either tomorrow morning or Monday morning. And Skylar, you're very, very welcome. Totally our pleasure. Thank you, Al. Thank you, Simone. Thank you, Al. Thank you, Jamesy. Thank you, Tedrick. Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Sean. And of course, thank you, Ronnell.
yeah. Thank you, David. Peace out, guys.